Able to do this without y'all, baby. I wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. What's going on, man? We officially live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Just came back from the Atlanta Falcons game, and we got to talk about how disappointing those Atlanta Falcons were. They was mildly disappointed, bro. They didn't put up a fight at all. They let Geno Smith come right onto the field and go right down the field on us, and they went up 10-0 on us just like that. It was just that quick. They went up 10-0. And the Atlanta Falcons were struggling for a breath of air right away. And for the most part, Bijan Robinson did have it going, but just the balance wasn't there. Kirk Cousins was having I don't know. The throws weren't as accurate as you would want them to be. I don't know if he thinks there's a draft in the stadium and sometimes his throws curve or whatever, but his throws are always like a little bit off when I'm at the stadium. Kirk had 24 completions for 35 attempts. 232 yards passing. He was averaging 6.6 yards a throw, 1 touchdown to Drake London, and 2 INTs. He got sacked 3 times. He had a QBR of 72.6. And again, Bijan Robinson had 100 yards on the ground. He had 21 carries, 103 yards. He was averaging 4.9 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. But at the end of the day, that does not matter when you lose. If you ask me, you can have 100 yards, you can have 500 yards. If you don't win, it don't mean nothing. Tyler Algiers, 5 carries, 36 yards, 7.2 yards a carry. We need to get the ball to Tyler more often. We did give it to him in 4th down situation. We picked it up. But I don't know. I don't feel like we played to our game plan. We just were off today. Kyle Pitts, he led the team in receptions. And my cousin said anytime Kyle Pitts leads the team in receptions, that means we're going to have a bad day. And just for the looks of it, I mean, it was closer than the scoreboard lets on. Don't let that fool you. The score was a whole lot closer. This game didn't break until he threw that last INT. That was it. That last INT really hurt us. But other than that, we were in it. Our defense just gave up too much too quick. They let Geno Smith get right on the field and just go right down. We had some trouble tackling. AJ Terrell, I don't know what his issue is. I don't know. The cornerback breakdown, wide receiver, the penalties, is giving up the big yards, the big plays all the time, bro. It's just a problem. It's always a problem. AJ Terrell getting paid top dollar and to be getting burnt like that every game, every week, back to back. DK had 4 receptions, 99 yards, and 1 tub. I don't know, bro. Moving forward, I would just like to see Bijan Robinson read his blocks more carefully. There was one play that he could have broken for a tub if he would have just read Jake Matthews' hip side and got outside of him, let him set him up his block and just take it on to the house. And for the most part, Bijan had a solid game. I must say, Bijan had a solid game. Tyler Algiers, like I said, he was averaging 7.2 yards a carry. I'll probably just say during the crucial moments, we needed to keep up with Geno Smith. The air was let out of the stadium. Literally, they had the stadium open. And that first touchdown that Geno, he went right down the field on us. It demoralized us, especially when we came out and we went 3 and out on the field. It just really demoralized us. And we can't have that when we trying to establish a rhythm, establish a fan base, trying to establish a culture here in Atlanta, bro, because at the end of the day, we need that home field advantage. As we saw in Texas, people can throw stuff on the field and get calls changed. We need to be able to have that in Atlanta where we just real obnoxious. We make the fans think just maybe it's a little bit unsafe for us here. Just have them thinking just maybe it's a little bit unsafe and we might not be able to get back to our cars like we think we will. So overall, I'm highly disappointed. Got to say a 9. Bijan had 100 yards. But it wasn't enough. Tyler Algiers needs the ball more often. Kyle Pitts just looked soft. Kyle Pitts just looked like, even though he led the team in receptions, he takes too many plays off. We're seeing it. It's going viral at moments where he's giving up on routes, giving up on blocking assignments, whatever the case may be. Some of this miss, like I say, I think that it's the injury that he had his sophomore year. He's not trying to get structurally damaged on parts of his knees, and he wants to be able to continue to make money at a high level. So he's continuing. He looks at it like this. If it doesn't work out for Atlanta, he can always go to another team and try again. Might not be able to get a big contract, but he'll still be in the league, still have another chance to do something good. But I don't know. It just wasn't our week. We just got to look at these week to week in a microcosm and just see what we need to improve on and just fix it when moving forward. Next week, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. We're undefeated on the road. Hopefully, we can continue that trend. We got to start our second stretch of our division games against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we look to knock them on off, man. They rolling right now. Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield doing everything he could to look like the comeback kid of the century. And we just got to make sure that we hold these guys in check because we can't do this stuff. We can't. I've seen my defense do this. Grady Jarrett, we got to get going. Matthew Judon, we got to get going. Rook, nice sack today. We got to get pressure up front. We got to get a pass rush. Caden Nellis got beat by a running back. Touchdown, easy touchdown, Rashad Penny. Easy touchdown. Caden Nellis. I mean, at the end of the day, he just had leverage over you. There's nothing you can do about that. He's faster than you. He's quicker than you. He can get outside, get leverage. He can just throw it over the top. You just got to be in position. Got to get pressure on the quarterback so he's uncomfortable. He's moving outside the pocket. We did get pressure, but we have to get home. We have to get Geno Smith on the ground. These mobile quarterbacks are continuously giving us problems. They find space, they step up into the pocket, and they move right down the field on us. We have to get a QB spy right in front of these quarterbacks and get pressure on the side and a push right up the middle. That way they have nowhere to go. They're uncomfortable. You just got to get them on the ground. I know it's easier said than done, but this is how you play football. This is the dynamics of it. You got to get a push. You got to get a spot. Keep them in the pocket. Make them uncomfortable. Make a decision. Make a mistake. This is how you play defense. I don't think there's anything else to cover. The Falcons did bad. Kirk Cousins had two INTs and a tub. Drake London, he did all right. Kyle Pitts did all right. Ray McLeod. I don't think Darnell Mooney had enough targets. He didn't have enough. He had enough targets. He had the same amount of Drake London, Kyle Pitts. He didn't have enough catches. Maybe we'll have a better game next week, but until then, man, I don't know. Georgia is the ones going to be propelling us forward for the next week because we're going to hang on to this Texas win for a little minute, knock them off. But until the Falcons get back in the win column, I mean, y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what y'all think about the game because I thought the game could have been better, could have been worse, but it wasn't. I'm going to see y'all later, man. Peace.